So with Lee in Lewisham, this is his latest HMO conversion. The numbers on this one is crazy. He's going to give us a tour and break down the numbers, and yeah, you're going to learn a lot for this one, so make sure you subscribe. All right, so let's go inside. So yeah, do you want to give us a little tour?
Yeah, sure. You want to come through?
Yeah.
So first thing is we've got the communal area.
Yeah. That looks really nice.
So we've got kitchen here, living space, dining space.
Yeah.
But the space is all designed to be flexible, so you can use it as a co-working space.
Yeah.
If the housemates, they want to like dine together, you can push the tables together.
Yeah.
Or if like they want to do like a cinema night, or watch the match together, like they can push the tables away. They can all sit at the back and all sit up here. So it's designed to be flexible. It's a 7-bed HMO.
Yep.
So we've got all the facilities required for a 7-bed, 7 people living here. So we've got like double hobs, double ovens, double fridge freezers, all that kind of stuff. So we meet the minimum amenity standards.
Yeah.
But we really embrace like the co-living aspect of HMOs. So that's why we do the kind of the spec to a much higher level than most other HMOs.
Yeah. So you were saying earlier, like this is probably the best that anyone's going to find around here.
Yeah.
So your tenants roughly say, how long do you say?
So tenants generally stay between 2 and 3 years. So most of them are like professionals who work in the city on like good salaries. Like most of them on average about 50, 60k a year. Mm-hmm. So we never have to worry about not paying rents. They've got really good references, really good employment. So from that perspective, it's quite a resilient kind of tenant type.
Yeah. So yeah, do you want to show us around?
Yeah, sure. So we'll start in the front room. So this is the smallest room in the house, but it's still a good size double room. So we've got double bed, TV, plenty of storage space with drawers, wardrobe, and then you've also got a desk if you want to work from home. So 43-inch smart TV. It's all hooked up to Wi-Fi, Netflix, etc. Mm-hmm. So if they want to kind of just chill out in their room, they can do, or if they want to go into the communal space, then they can watch something together. En-suites in here, and it's just a good size. It's not too big, not too small.
So obviously this is a conversion, so what was it before? Was it like a 3-bed terrace?
Yeah, sure. So this was a 3-bed terrace. Mm-hmm. So an old lady used to live here, so she sadly passed away, inherited by her kids, and the kids just wanted to get rid of it. Mm-hmm. So when we picked it up, it was in a pretty bad state. 3 bedrooms upstairs and a big through lounge. So we restored the original partition wall between the 2 reception rooms, put in the en-suites. At the back, we put a side and rear extension to kind of make that big communal space. Yeah. And then on the top floor, we added a loft conversion. So we did a dormer extension and then extension over the outrigger as well, mm-hmm. to make 2 really good size en-suite rooms.
Yeah, and so obviously you would have had to go through lots of planning for this.
Yeah.
How do you sort of work out the risk on that?
Sure. So at the moment, Lewisham Council is not Article 4. It is going to change this year. So we knew that because it's not Article 4, we have permitted development rights. Yeah. So we bought it and then we exercised the permitted development rights. So that allowed us to go up to a 6-bed HMO.
Yeah. And
then with the extensions, we knew that we can get a certain meterage out. So you can extend up to 6 meters under PD at the back, and then you can get up to 40 cubic meters in the loft. So what we did is we established, what we could get under PD, and then anything beyond that, we applied for full planning. So we extended the loft a bit bigger than what we originally could get under PD.
Yeah.
So a full planning application went in for that. Same with the rear extension. We went a little bit further than the 6 meters. So we full planning for that. And then we also got planning for sui generis. So we go above 6 into the 7. Yeah. This is the second ground floor room. Again, one of the smaller rooms in the house. The really good thing about this one, it's got its own private courtyard, which is just through there, as well as having its own ensuite. Even though it's one of the smaller rooms, you still get double bed, you still get lots of storage space, mm-hmm. and your own desk and TV. So it still works for a lot of people, even though it is one of the smaller rooms in the house. But compared to a lot of what you get on the market, there's a lot of rooms out there which are a lot smaller than this.
Yeah, and probably not done to as much of a high standard.
Yeah.
So what would this rent for?
So this will typically rent for about $1,050, mainly because it's got a private courtyard. Yeah. So it's got its own outside space, separate from the rest of the garden. So you know, a lot of people like to kind of have their own like coffee in the morning in their own private courtyard.
It's quite nice.
It's quite a nice thing. Or if like someone wants to do like a bit of exercise outside, not be like watched on by other tenants. So it's
people
quite
would have
nice.
been jealous of this room in lockdown.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Should we get the next one?
Yeah, sure.
Nice big room.
Yeah.
What would this rent for then?
So we'd probably rent this one for about 1,100.
Yeah.
It's a bigger size room. It's got a really good kind of front bay, so you get lots of natural light in here, as well as being an ensuite room. So generally, you know, these are kind of the rents that we would kind of expect for this kind of standard room.
Yeah. So with this deal, obviously, I know the numbers are insane. So if you'd just like to explain like the actual breakdown of the numbers of the deal.
Yeah, sure. So we picked up this house because it was a probate property. We got it for 550. We spent about 250 grand doing all the renovation work, so it's stripped right back to brick. Did the extensions, a loft conversion, then put back all the infrastructure like the new electrics, new boilers, etc. So we've already got a revaluation at 6 beds at 950.
Okay.
But then we've had it revalued since for the 7 bedrooms. We haven't got the report back yet, but we expect to hit 1.1 million on this.
Yeah. That's crazy. So do you leave any money on this or?
We've got a little bit of money left in it. We did have some private investors who invested with us on this one. I put a little bit of my money in it, but mostly it was investor funds.
Nice.
So we raised about £250,000 from private investors to do this one, and then we've already paid back one on the first refinance, first valuation, but then we've got the second investor to pay once the final revaluation comes in.
Cool. Nice.
So this is another good sized room. This one doesn't have an ensuite; it has an off suite, so it's slightly separate from this room. It still means that they get their own private bathroom, but we just learned from experience that you want to have at least one off suite room. You know, for whatever reason, if like someone's ensuite breaks, or if you have a contractor or a cleaner in, they need to use the loo, they can't get into anyone else's room. So it's really useful to have. The main reason we had the off suite is because there's a slight difference in height, so would have had to knock through here and have some steps up. So it's just a bit awkward. It's not really worth the hassle, so we just kept it as an off suite.
It does make sense though. If somebody's shower breaks, what are they going to do?
Exactly.
So this room fully staged.
Yeah, this one's fully staged, so this is how it looks like when we do viewings for tenants. Obviously, not everything stays here, so all the knickknacks will go, the bed sheets will go, and the tenants will bring their own, but everything else stays. So the TV, the artwork, all the furniture stays as part of the package.
Yeah. So you don't do it yourself, do you? Or?
No. So we have an in-house interior designer who does all the interior designs, do all the staging for us. She's pretty good. So as you can see,
definitely the nicest HMO I've seen.
Thanks.
Was this room 6?
This is room 6, yeah.
So what's like the biggest lesson that you've learned so far from doing these sorts of jobs?
I guess the biggest lesson I've learned was probably not to kind of trust traders. Like give them all your trust. You really need to kind of hold them into account. Like this was quite a big project, and we had issues with contractors, big and small, on this project. So I
think that's the main problem for everyone in property, isn't it?
Yeah. Like trying to find reliable trades who you want to work with again and again is becoming harder and harder these days. And like we've gone through like several on this project. Like even like the electrician, we went through 3 electricians on this one.
What happens is as well when there is a good builder, everyone starts to find out they're a good builder. They take on too much work, and they become a bad builder. So
how have you overcome that?
It's come through trial and error. We found a really good set of builders through this particular project. Certain contractors we won't use again, but there's some like really, really good gems that we found in this one. So we'll definitely like keep their numbers. What we want to do is keep them in work. So the ones that have just finished this one, we've rolled them on to the next 2 projects. So they know there's like a line of work coming up, so they want to keep you front and centre.
So have you done quite a few deals, or where are you at sort of thing?
Done a few deals, so I've got a few properties in the portfolio. This is the second of these types of HMOs that we've done. We've done old school kind of HMOs where we've just kind of done the bare basics, but this is like really high-end co-living. So this is our second co-living project that we've done. The last one we did was in Canary Wharf. The next one we've got is Central Lewisham, straight after this. So they're going to roll on to that project.
Okay, nice.
So this is the biggest room in the house, the nicest views as well, because you've got like 2 Veluxes there, and then you've got a view out into the park. You can actually stick your head out and see Canary Wharf from here as well,
really?
which is quite nice. But it's like, I think 17 square meters, this room. So it's a really generous size. You've got like your own kind of little office space as well. So this will command like the highest rent in the whole house. So we're looking to market this at 1,300 per month. We think it will rent pretty quickly.
Cool. What's next for you? Sort of, what are your goals for the coming year?
So next for me is like rolling these, rolling on to the next project.
Yeah.
So we've got another one of these in Lewisham. This one's in central Lewisham, so zone 2. So right next to the station, really perfect location.
Yeah.
So for that location alone, we can command a higher rent.
Yeah.
But we're looking to kind of just take this model and rinse and repeat it.
Yeah, it makes sense. It don't fix what's not broken.
Yeah.
So obviously you're looking for investors, you're looking for, obviously you're quite small on social media at the moment, so trying to improve that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so where can they find you?
So trying to raise my profile on social media. So I'm on Instagram at Lee Moffat _Elm Property, which is my company. I'm also on Facebook, so under just Lee Moffat. You should be able to find me on Facebook as well. You know, we're constantly doing more and more projects. So we've got another 3 projects lined up this year. Hoping to do more because Article 4 is coming into this area quite soon. So we're always looking for like new investors to kind of work with us on these projects.
Yeah. Wicked. We'll have to come back and do some more content then.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe.